So here's a Windows 2016 server. We're just going to add the role and feature of Active Directory. So we're going to speed through this really quick. So go ahead and add the Active Directory installation piece. Keep in mind you just want to set up your domain controller like usual, no special things to it, just like you would normally. So once that's complete, we'll go ahead and set up Active Directory. We'll create 2 users and a group, and we'll place those 2 users in that group as shown here. Over here at teamhalo.com, we'll go to users, right click and create a group real quick, and then 2 admin users, and we'll add them to that user group. At this point, we'll go back to the domain controller and we're going to install the AD Connect application onto it. So at this point, we're going to right click on it and go to install, and we're going to install pretty much all the defaults. Go to the window behind it, and here at the top you'll see the tool will install all of this. Click the I agree box and continue. In this instance, we're going to check Express. Here in this field, you're going to type in your credentials for your UPN on your Azure Active Directory, as well as a password. And then click the Next button. Next, for your on-prem domain controller, you'll enter the domain and your username here, along with the password, and then click the Next button. This will establish trust between your Azure Active Directory and your on-prem Active Directory. You'll notice here the Azure AD domain is not verified. We'll set that up at a different time. But please note, as it shows below, users will not be able to sign into Azure AD with on-prem credentials until you set that up. However, we'll check the box there and continue, and we'll click the Next button. And it looks like it's going to do all this, and we'll click the install, and we'll start to configure AD Connect with this domain controller. So we'll go through configuration. Once complete, you'll get this screen. It'll give you kind of a summary of things that's completed. The green is good, obviously. In the middle there, recycle bin, you can set that up if you need to. Go ahead and click the exit button. Now that that's complete, we'll go to Azure Active Directory and we'll check the status of that AD Connect. So we'll click on the blade and look for Azure Active Directory. As you can see there, Azure AD Connect is enabled and it shows the last sync time. We'll go to the users blade and we'll ensure those users are confirmed as being there. And as you've seen, the 2 admin 01 and 02 are there and they're synced, yes. We'll go back to the groups blade and make sure that that Intune group we created there earlier is present. And there it is. And you'll see that the source is from the Windows server. We'll go back to the Team Halo blade and we'll go down to custom domain names. And here you'll still see the teamhalo.com is still not verified. Again, make sure you complete this step at a later date so your on-prem users can log in. We'll go back to the on-prem domain controller and we'll go to the AD Connect menu. And you'll notice some extra programs here listed. We'll go ahead and take a look at the synchronization service, and you'll glean a lot of information from here from the beginning. You can see when it synchronized, the full import, and the full synchronization. This is definitely helpful if you have any synchronization troubleshooting you have to do. Lastly, if you need to reconfigure AD Connect, you can go back into AD Connect and reconfigure those parameters. Please note here the synchronization server schedule is suspended until you close this wizard, so just keep note of that. Go ahead and click configure and you can change any of these parameters listed here. That's it for installing AD Connect on your on-prem server. If you found this video helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up as well as subscribing for more videos like this. We'll see you on the next one.